Just thought I'd share a winter project that I've just completed. One of the problems with jumping your dirt bike, if you're just kind of a weekend warrior like me, is if you get a chance to ride quite a bit, you build a jump and pretty soon that gets boring and you want to move it back. But if you build it out of dirt, that's kind of a pain. And even if you have a machine to move it, you're still moving it and waiting for everything to settle and pack down. And so I kind of thought, well, why not make an adjustable metal ramp? So I looked online. I could not find an adjustable metal ramp anywhere. I was planning on building it, but I just wanted to see what kind of ideas were out there. I could not find anything. Besides for one that is manufactured. I can't remember who makes it, but it is quite a different concept than this. I don't think the legs extend on it. I think to get either bigger or shorter, you drop sections away from the ramp. So anyways, what I wanted is extendable legs to adjust the height, adjust the curvature, also adjust for uneven terrain. Lots of times you're setting up a jump and the terrain's up and down, and why bring out a rake when you can just adjust the length of the legs? So anyways, this is pretty much fully extended right now. At all the way down, the legs are 34 inches from the ground to the lip of the jump. How it's set now is 48. That's as tall as it goes. Jump is 12 feet long, I believe 42 inches wide. I was going to go 3 feet, but it just looked a little bit narrow. I was trying to make this jump friendly for everybody, beginners to advanced riders. The nice thing about it, it all bolts together. Each section comes apart for easy transport. Literally set this thing up in 2 minutes. Adjusting it just as easy, under 2 minutes to adjust the height of it. And anyways, the whole project, we'll start with the metal. I went with 1.5 inch 065 tubing for the frame. Also the legs and the braces are 1.5 inch 065. The braces here are 1.25 inch 125, so a little bit heavier gauge. And I just wanted that extra strength because that's really carrying the momentum of your dirt bike and weight. I mean, you got 400 pounds at speed between rider and bike. This is the expanded. It's raised expanded. I believe they call it 1.5 inch, which I guess would be the distance this way. You got to be careful when you're putting this on. It does, it has slope to it. Also, if you put the diamonds lengthwise, you're not going to get much grip going up the ramp. This is optimum grip the way I have this set up. So just be aware if you're wanting to build one of these, don't mess up and put your expanded metal on the wrong way. That's probably fairly obvious to anybody who fabricates, but just thought I'd put it out there. Quick pins for quick extension and retraction, and all the legs, even the short ones in the back there, they probably won't need to expand or extend very much, but for uneven ground, I think stabilizing that first section is important, so those extend as well. Those are in 1 inch increments. The other ones I did 1.5 inch increments. I figured that was enough space between. These bolts here that hold, I have nuts welded inside this tube, so the bolt goes through and goes into the welded nut, which is inside this tube, doesn't protrude. I'm going to weld T-handles on these just so there's no tools necessary to set up and take down. I put stove bolts inside here because they're kind of crimped at the end, and I figured that the bolts wouldn't back out. That's not necessary. I wouldn't do that again. It just makes it harder to twist the bolts in. Um, you know, just use regular bolts, or regular nuts, sorry, and you know, get 1 inch long, so there's lots of threading, and good enough. The whole thing, the first section weighs close to 70 pounds. The second section is about 65, and the end one, I can't remember, it's 51 or something like that. Anyways, all totaled, the ramp weighs 180 pounds. So that's not too bad, especially, you know, the heaviest thing you're lifting is about 70 pounds, 68 pounds or something like that. Easy for kids to move, and also, you know, you have buddies come over and they're not too familiar with jumping. They can practice on this because it's adjustable. You can go from whatever height you're ripping on to way smaller. You don't have to even use all the sections. You can just have the first one that's only 8 inches. Second one is 16 inches at the lowest extension, so pretty usable, versatile ramp. And like I say, I couldn't find any online. No plans or ideas on how to do this, so I just made it up as I went. Yeah, anyways, I just wanted to mention too, like, I used 1 1/4 inch here so that the expanded metal sits nice and flush. It just looks a little bit more professional than sitting on the top. So anyways, hope everybody likes that. Hopefully somebody can use, I'll call it my idea. Not sure if I'm the first pioneer here, but thought it was a pretty good idea, so I thought I'd share it with everybody.